All my life, I've heard stories of pastors, preaching to me about tithing and giving and your tithe and offering. And whenever I was a single mom, I really started focusing on that and started praying about that and talking to God about that. And I'm like, God, I've heard this for forever. I've heard this for years that you're supposed to tithe, you're supposed to give your offering. But I'm a single mom working 2 jobs. I don't have very much money. So how am I supposed to give? I live in paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have a lot of extra money to go do things with my son. The bills would come in, whether it was the light bill, it was the extra $100 this month, oh Lord, how am I going to pay for that? My kid gets hurt at school, we have the extra doctor's bill. How am I going to pay for that, God? It was always a struggle, and everything that came in the mail, it's like, please don't be a bill, please don't be a bill. And, the feeling that I had was constant anxiety, constant worry, because I was worried about my finances and how I was going to pay for things. And I was talking to God one day, and God told me, He said, if you can't trust me with this little bit of money that I'm giving you, how are you going to trust me with more? And I said, okay, God, I will trust you, and I will believe that you will bless me for trusting and obeying in you. And so I started tithing my 10%. Of course, that day that I was like, okay, this is it, God. I'm believing in you. I'm believing that you're going to do this because you said you would. And it was freeing. It was that it wasn't on my shoulders anymore. It wasn't up to me to take care of everything. I have so many stories of so many times that God continued to bless me through that. I was living paycheck to paycheck before, and I would have checks just randomly come in the mail that I didn't know about. I didn't know I was getting refunds from. It was miraculous, I guess you would say. About 6 months after I started tithing, I got a promotion at work. Almost double my salary that I was making. And He has just continued to bless me. Every month, it just doesn't add up. I work in banking, and I can sit there and balance my paycheck and my checkbook all week long. I always have more. There's always more left. Now that I trust God with everything, not just my finances, with every aspect and every single situation that I have. Because once you allow God to take over one aspect and one area of your life, you learn to trust Him with everything else. And you learn to trust Him with even the smallest things in your life that you don't worry about as much, and not just financially, just everything. Whenever you ask God for something, He wants to bless you exceedingly abundantly above what you ask. And that's always the case, no matter what. Whenever you're giving, He's going to give you back more than what you gave. And always expect more, but be surprised, because God is we're supposed to be cheerful givers, but God is cheerfully giving as well. Yeah.